All right, my people, we have a breaking news, and this one is pure political calculation, not coincidence. APC suddenly postponed its congresses in Abia State. Official explanation says consultations and administrative processes. But party sources are now saying the real reason is Governor Alex Otti's planned defection to APC ahead of 2027. If this is true, then what we are watching is not ordinary party scheduling. Before we go into the full details, please make sure you like this video and subscribe so you don't miss any of our premium updates here on the channel. Also, please stay with me till the end of this video because we'll be exposing a lot of hidden secrets that most mainstream media won't put in public. Now back to the news. This is political restructuring in real time. Because congresses in a political party are not small events. World Congress, LGA Congress, State Congress. These are the processes that decide who controls the party structure. And in Nigerian politics, whoever controls the structure controls the primaries, and whoever controls the primaries controls who gets the ticket. And the ticket is power. Now look at the timing carefully. Congress was supposed to start. Then suddenly it was postponed. No new date. Just suspension until further notice. Official letter says ongoing consultations and administrative processes. But insiders are saying something deeper is happening behind the scenes. They are saying Governor Otti is preparing to meet President Tinubu to perfect plans for defection to APC. That is not a small move. That is a political earthquake inside Abia politics. Because Alex Otti is currently a governor elected on the Labour Party. If a sitting governor begins to consider moving to the ruling party, it means one thing clearly. Political survival calculations have started for 2027. Let's speak honestly. In Nigerian politics, party platform is not just ideology. It is structure. It is influence. It is federal alignment. It is access to political machinery. Governors do not defect casually, they defect strategically. And sources are saying Otti is becoming worried about losing power in 2027. That fear is not coming from nowhere. You have strong APC figures in Abia already. The Speaker of the House of Representatives, Ben Kalu, Senator Oji Uzor Kalu. These are not lightweight politicians. These are heavy political actors with deep networks, resources, and influence inside APC structure. If they are determined to unseat him, then the political pressure on Otti automatically increases. Now, add another layer. Reports say many former PDP chieftains are joining APC in the state. That means the political balance in Abia may be shifting gradually toward one dominant party structure. And if a governor is facing a strong opposition coalition inside one powerful party, the fear of political isolation becomes real. Because elections in Nigeria are not just about performance. They are about alliances, party machinery, delegate strength, federal influence. Now here is where the postponement of congresses becomes very strategic. Insiders are saying the political arithmetic is simple. If Otti is going to defect to APC, he must first secure influence over the party structure in Abia. Because if congresses go on before he enters, New World, LGA, and state executives will emerge without his influence, and those executives will control delegates. And delegates decide who wins party primaries. So if he joins APC after congresses are concluded, he may enter a party structure that is already loyal to other political stakeholders. That would be politically dangerous for him. But if congresses are postponed, it creates a political window. A window where he can enter the party first, negotiate power balance, and then influence the structure before new executives are chosen. That is long-term political chess, not short-term politics. Another insider even said something very direct. No serious incumbent governor defects into a party without securing the party machinery first. That statement alone explains the entire strategy being speculated. Because in Nigeria, losing control of party structure means losing control of your political future. Now imagine the internal tension this could create inside APC in Abia. You already have existing stakeholders, loyal party members, long-term loyalists, aspirants preparing for 2027. Then suddenly a sitting governor enters the party and begins to reshape the structure ahead of primaries, That can cause serious internal power struggle. Some will welcome him because he is an incumbent governor and brings political strength. Others may resist quietly because his entry could reduce their own chances of becoming the party's governorship candidate. And one name already being mentioned is Benjamin Kalu. If Otti enters APC and secures structural influence, it could weaken the political ambition of existing APC leaders in the state. That means internal negotiations, alliances, and power balancing will intensify behind closed doors. Now look at the wider pattern. It is not just Abia. APC also postponed congresses in Adamawa State, where Governor Fintiri is rumored to be considering defection too. That is not a random coincidence. That suggests a broader strategic political adjustment ahead of 2027. Because 2027 is not far again in political terms. Governors seeking second term or political survival are already studying where power is shifting nationally. And in Nigeria's political reality, alignment with the ruling party at the federal level often provides institutional advantage, political protection, and structural stability during elections. This is the silent truth of Nigerian politics. Sources are also saying Otti's associates believe returning on the Labour Party may be extremely difficult if the political landscape in Abia continues shifting toward APC dominance. That is a brutal political calculation. Not emotional, not ideological, pure survival strategy. And when politics becomes about survival, party loyalty becomes flexible. Another major angle is the mention of federal power dynamics. When insiders talk about using federal power to sack a sitting governor politically in 2027, they are not necessarily talking about removal from office. They are talking about electoral strength, influence, and strategic advantage during elections. That is the kind of language that reveals how intense the political battle for Abia 2027 may become. Now imagine the message this sends to voters. A governor elected under one party possibly preparing to defect to another party before seeking re-election. That raises questions about political ideology, voter mandate, and party loyalty. Some citizens will see it as strategic leadership. Others will see it as political convenience. But in Nigeria's political culture, defections are not new. They happen frequently when political equations change. What makes this case sensitive is that it involves a sitting governor and a major opposition to ruling party shift ahead of a crucial election cycle. Another critical point is the meeting with President Tinubu reportedly being planned. That suggests this is not just a state-level negotiation. It may involve federal-level political alignment discussions. And when such high-level consultations happen, it usually means the decision is being handled with strategic national implications, not just local party arrangements. Right now, APC leadership is officially saying the postponement is for consultations and administrative processes. But political insiders are painting a different picture, that the party is adjusting its internal timetable to accommodate incoming governors before party structures are finalized. If that speculation is true, then this is advanced political planning ahead of 2027. Not reactive politics, proactive politics. And that means the 2027 election battles have already started quietly behind the scenes long before campaign posters, rallies, and public debates begin. For the people of Abia State, this development could reshape the entire political landscape. Party structures may change. Alliances may shift. Opposition strength may be redefined. And the governorship race could become one of the most strategic contests in the next election cycle. Because once a sitting governor defects to a ruling party and secures party structure influence, it significantly alters the political battlefield. This is not just about Otti. This is about power alignment. This is about party machinery. This is about who controls delegates, primaries, and ultimately the 2027 governorship ticket. And from everything unfolding, one thing is already clear. The real political war for 2027 is no longer in the future. It has already begun quietly inside party structures, closed-door meetings, and strategic postponements like this one.
Breaking news, Alex Otti complete moves to the APC. I repeat, Alex Otti complete moves to the APC. Let's look at this report. APC National Working Committee in Abia State has suspended its state, local government and ward congresses I repeat, APC National Working Committee in Abia State suspends its state, local government, and world congresses. Alex Otti is Labour Party, and there's an APC suspending their world congresses. You may want to ask the question, how does it concern Alex Otti? Alex Otti comes for governor again. Abia people will vote him. If the APC like, let them bring any candidate, Alex Otti will win election under Labour Party. So what concerns APC suspending its world congresses and Alex Otti's governance? Now look at it critically. I told you earlier this year that Alex Otti is going to move to the APC. Some people looked at me and said, what does this boy know? What is he saying? I told you, I traveled and I joined some political meetings. And everybody was talking about Labour Party then. Labour Party was not stable, although it is stable as a result of Tinubu's government allowing the party to be stable. Then it was not stable. Then I said, the option is, then we didn't have this ADC coming together. The option is for us to find a stable party. Then they said APC will be the next port of call. By the end of the year, Alex Otti will be making moves to the APC. Mind you, for various reasons, Benjamin Kalu, Ojizo Kalu, and the rest decided to play politics to stop Alex Otti from the campaign to the APC. Because if Alex Otti joins the APC, I don't think Benjamin Kalu, Ojizo Kalu, and the rest will have anything to do with the next governorship or Benjamin Kalu. That's why they are doing everything they can to stop Alex Otti from joining the APC. Because even with him becoming Labour Party candidate in any election, he's going to win. Because he has the mandate of the people. But he's going to finalize, cement the burial of any ambition next election by joining the same APC and suppressing the only opposition in Abia State. The opposition we have in Abia State, they have all converged in the APC. In Nigeria today, PDP and APC, they are one. I repeat, in Nigeria today, look at what happened in Abuja. A certain candidate stepped down for APC candidate, PDP. You never hear that in the history of politics in this world. PDP candidate stepped down for an APC candidate. The same way in Abia State, both PDP and APC, they are ganging up to work against Alex Otti. Why? Because of power, not because of they love the people. The likes of Ojizo Kalu, T.A. Oji, and Ipiazu, if you look at their regime, where they are governors, you think that these guys should have the conscience not to come out and say they want to vie for any position again. But yet, they are coming together through Benjamin Kalu, using Benjamin Kalu to antagonize the government of Alex Otti. So the best thing they have to decide is that APC that Alex Otti came from the APC and joined the Labour Party. That APC that Alex Otti left, he's going to join the APC back. I know there's one political twist there. We have Hope Uzodinma, we have Wike. Hope Uzodinma caucus and Wike caucus, they are at war in the APC. Look at Fubara, how Hope Uzodinma is using Fubara against Wike. How Wike wants to use Sam Dadi, the disputed national secretary of the PDP, that he's using to cause wala. Hope wants to use Sam Dadi as governor of Imo State against the wishes of Hope Uzodinma. So Hope Uzodinma saw that Wike want to interfere into Imo politics, and ever since, Hope Uzodinma have been standing as a stumbling block to every of Wike's interests. Mind you, the likes of Ikpeazu, they are boys to Wike, and Ikpeazu is in Abia State. So literally, Wike, an extension of Wike in Abia State, you see Benjamin Kalu, Ojizo Kalu, and the rest. That's the influence of Wike. You know, in the APC hierarchy, we have powerful politicians in the APC hierarchy. Wike, even though he's not an APC member, is a powerful politician in the APC hierarchy. The same with Hope Uzodinma. The difference between Hope Uzodinma and Wike is one is a card-carrying member, the other one is not. So Alex Otti had to look at it. Okay, what should I do? Since these guys are stopping me from joining the APC, he had to go and meet Hope Uzodinma. Politics in the southeast is being controlled by Hope Uzodinma, critically. Just that he does not have influence in Anambra elections. In Anambra, there are a different breed of people. Politics in other states is influenced by Hope Uzodinma, especially in Abia State and Enugu State. I'm not talking about Ebonyi State. We have an emperor there, which is Umahi. So, with the help and support of Hope Uzodinma, Alex Otti is going to join the APC. Many people are angry with the fact that he should have joined the ADC. Now, if you're a politician, looking at how weak the opposition is, looking at what just happened, how the president, within a matter of hours, Senate passed bill today, president signed the bill into law, and they are threatening Nigerians with you must accept this manual collation of results. Look at how weak the opposition is. If you are somebody like Alex Otti, what will you do? Would you join the ADC, or would you want to even join the ruling party? I'm asking a question. If you are watching this broadcast, I'm asking this question. Let's know what you think. Because if you're in Alex Otti's position, you want to enter a stable party. When Tinubu started this campaign of demobilizing opposition parties, and all of a sudden, most of the House of Rep members, senators were decamping, people were saying that these guys are this, and I was asking a question. If you have a political party that is not stable, that has internal crisis, would you not decamp to a more stable party? What the APC planned to do was that they made sure that the APC was the alternative, was the only stable party in Nigeria, and they planted their people, their sycophants in different political parties to bring those parties down. Most of them are Southwesterners, to bring those parties down. Not only we have Igbo people, look at Wike, Sam Dadi, and the rest, some Hausas, are being used to destabilize political parties so that APC will be the go-to party You see, sometimes in politics, you need to take some decisions that are unbearable. If for politics, there are some very difficult decisions you need to take. If you don't understand it, when you get to a position of power, you understand what I'm saying. So me, I prefer that he goes to a stable party. And is ADC a stable party? ADC is a party that is sitting on a time bomb. Look at the report whereby the Federal High Court, there's a bill or there's a motion before the Federal High Court to deregister the ADC. Because already Tinubu has his people in the ADC. See, this person called Bola Tinubu, the kind of dirty politics this guy is playing, I never see anybody play this kind of dirty politics. My surprise is, he is 80 years. According to me, he's 80 years. What does he want? Like, what does he want? When I look at the president of Cameroon, 90 years, almost seconds close to the grave. They are rigging election. They are stopping opposition. What do these people want? Look at other African countries, 80, 70, 90. Where we have youths that are whining away, washing away. What do they want? It tells you that, when I tell you that Tinubu and good governance, they're like parallel lines. Old people don't change. Old people don't change. Even close to their grave. If somebody is wicked, if that wickedness is in that person and he grows old, he will never change. He will never change. Sometimes we believe that these old people, they are getting close to their grave, they should start doing good. No, it does not happen like that. It doesn't happen like that. That thing they grew with will be part of them and they take it to the grave. If he's a good person, he's good, and you see that goodness in him, in his old age, he will take it to his grave. He's a bad person. You see, old people don't change. So I'm not shocked that at 80, almost all your politicians, 70, 80, what are they looking for? So as it stands, it is sure that Alex Otti is joining the APC. I stand to be corrected though. Tomorrow he may not join the APC. But this one is very, very clear. If Alex Otti joined the APC, that means APC now controls 32 states in the history of democracy in Nigeria. This is one of the reasons why the military usually step in, because of how civilians will muzzle. If it were like those days, military for not step in since. Just as they try to do so, the coup failed. Because now the soldiers now are now politicians. Ever since soldiers remove khaki, they wear agbada, the Nigerian military became less powerful. You see Buhari, from soldier, he can't wear agbada. You see Obasanjo, from soldier, he can't wear agbada. The cabals we have in Nigeria, they wear agbada because of corruption. That's why our military does not have the capacity to carry out a successful coup. Because of corruption, tribalism, nepotism, and different perceived interest or religious extremism. Some people believe that they need to Islamize Nigeria. Some believe that Yoruba man must rule. Some believe that Igbo man. That is what we have in our military. It has infected our military. If not, this kind of policy that Tinubu is playing, the military for that entire scenes come up. But even now, Tinubu is more smarter than all those generals combined. I'm telling you. Even it is a military person that even made it difficult for coup. The way they built Aso Rock. You know, looking at the investigations, some people had to go and investigate which room and which room. They even had to engage Julius Berger that built the Aso Rock to know where and where they can move to enter and do this and that. Now the military now make it difficult for military coup to happen. Now they need it so badly they cannot execute it because of corruption, nepotism, and selfish interests. So it is a done deal. Not only Alex Otti, there's another state. I think it is Meduguri. No, there's another state. One state in northern Nigeria that is suspended. APC suspended the National Working Committee so that the governor can decamp fully and take charge. APC will now have 33 states. So we will now have Abga, Soludo Abga. We have APC will have taken the whole northern state to except for Bauchi. Wow. So we have like Abga in the southeast. We now have Accord in Osun State. We now have PDP. Hey God, Seyi Makinde. And we hear that Seyi Makinde is joining the ADC. Complete move. My God, what is going on? What is going on in Nigeria? We at the giant of Africa. We have, the Karilas. Don't joke. I watched a video of NSAS. Don't joke with the youth. This youth. Don't joke with my generation. I never knew that it's just mouth. They just get mouth. Just get mouth. Small tear gas. They go run away. Don't joke with my generation. Look at what is going on politically. Tinubu has colonized everything. During the last election, a PDP member said, you just said, Tinubu thinks say Federal and Lagos. The way Tinubu even colonized Nigeria self within his first tenure, I don't think he did it that same way in Lagos State. Maybe as Lagos State governor, he had limited power. Now as president, he had absolute power. Look at how they moved the bill, they push and they sign it into law. And they call Nigerians, you can go and hawk transformer. They sent the message to Nigerians. Well, it's unfortunate at this moment. Now, what is the solution? What should we do? See, some people feel helpless. They are like so helpless. Now, what is going on? What can we do? These are the questions people are asking. Number one, you see, political, the politics terrain will change as time moves on. It will change. There was a PDP at a point in time. PDP was boasting and boasting and boasting. Where is PDP today? Don't think that the APC is united. Don't think that the APC will stay there forever. So when there's an opportunity for Nigerians to revolt, because the opportunities are limited now, because the people that have the platform to carry out the revolution, they are sleeping or they are moving themselves up and down. Now they'll be waiting to stress Nigerian people. Then they'll not say fight for your vote, defend your vote. Nigerians will not do that if they don't see any responsibility from these so-called opposition leaders. So what should Nigerians do? I told you that all political parties are the same. See, if you want to give yourself high BP, we are welcome. See, people are dying every day because of high BP. So don't give yourself high BP because of these politicians. Don't give yourself high BP because of these politicians. What you need to do is that you need to look for an opportunity. Okay, let's start with individualism. Now is what is needed. If you're going to vote, don't vote because of political party. Vote because of the individuality of that person, the track record of that person. Yes, Tinubu will spend his 8 years. Somebody else will enter. Tinubu is not staying there forever. That's the only thing. If it's revolution, let the people that can go see. Another Nigeria will not be able to carry out a revolution. There need to be civil society organizations, activists, and politicians, and leaders that are leaders of thought that really push for a change. They have the wherewithal and capacity to do so. You as a Nigerian, you need to vote for competent leaders from your own judgment. You voted for Mba in PDP or whatever it is. The same Mba is in APC. You hated APC, but you loved Mba so much that you voted for him in PDP. Now he has left the PDP and joined the APC. And you are cursing Mba. I'm telling you that all political parties are the same. These politicians, you see them, they are decamping from one place to another. It's not because of you. It's not because of you love their party or you hate their party. It's because of their own personal and selfish interests. So in Abia State, the politics is anywhere Alex Otti goes, everybody's going. It is the individuals. They will make sure that they don't allow Benjamin Kalu and his wolves and his boys and every other person that is pushing him to take over the reins of Abia State. Let Alex Otti finish his tenure as governor. He said after his tenure as governor, he's not going to be getting involved in politics anymore. If not, you see, Ojo Kalu, since 1999, he's still there in Senate now. How many years? What impact has he? In his own village, there's no electricity. There's no network. In his own village, he has been governor for 8 years. He has put 1 or 2 persons there. He has been in Senate for how many years? But yet, there's no internet or electricity in his own village. And they want to come and take the reins of power from Alex Otti that is making the people happy. Even though some of the projects are not up to that standard, but at least he took a step of making people realize that things can be done. At least things can be done. If I'm going to give Alex Otti pass mark, I'm giving him 60 over 100. But it is better than the lives of Benjamin Ojo Kalu and the rest. TAOG. It's better. So if you have to compromise because of the person of Alex Otti to join the APC, which is not different from Labour Party, which is not different from PDP, then so let it be. Some people are saying, I'm disappointed in Alex Otti joining the APC, ADC, blah, blah, blah. ADC, APC, Labour Party. How many times will I tell you? All these parties are the same. Look at the people in the ADC. Are they here Oyegunde for APC? Are they here say Lai Mohammed for ADC? Are they Boshola for APC? All these people, where did they before? Where did they before? Are they here saying so many of them? Most people that constitute the ADC are from the APC. What happened? They just change, Abi. They just repent. You not tell yourself what happened where if I leave the APC and the rest. Why the article? Shebi Obi said they are structure of criminality. Why are you now aligning with structure of criminality? Now it has come to dawn on you that political parties are the same. It is interest and the people involved that is different. In the same APC, there are different people. You cannot have the same people. You see, a particular state, you have different governors. But of that state, different governors will perform differently. In the APC today, they have limited the scope of politics to just the APC. Now it is APC versus APC. Mind you, APC is not going to stay in power forever. So don't think that APC has colonized everything. If Tinubu is no more, APC goes down. If Tinubu finishes his tenure as president, APC will have a major problem. These are the realities. Be wise though and plan. How did Tinubu plan his journey becoming president now? He did not just rush. He strategically was building little by little, little by little. He took over Lagos, used Lagos to take over some southern states, supported some people, invested in some people for the future. Even as at that, he was waiting for an opportunity to strike. They saw the weakness in Jonathan, and he saw Buhari. He waited for an opportunity. He didn't just bring out his chest and started boasting, blah, blah. He waited for an opportunity. Even with that opportunity that aligned with Buhari, another candidate, he still waited for another 8 years to snatch it, grab it. He was strategic, waiting for an opportunity. We just wanted, now APC must go. No, if you have failed to build capacity, go to the drawing board and start building capacity. That is the only thing. If you just rush into things now, the tide will swallow you. The wave will just carry you away. You plan, give yourself alignments, build your structure and capacity to the extent whereby you can be able to have the opportunity to snatch power. Let it be in your mind that all political parties are the same. In Nigeria, they don't have ideology. That's why anyone can enter anyone. You saw the kind of the campaign we had last year. People rushing to the APC. What gave them? Why did they leave their party? Why didn't they stay in the party and work? Our political parties are the same. Today now, if something happens in APC, they will leave the APC, the campaign APC to another party that is whatever it is. That is just it. So I don't like Tinubu. I don't like Tinubu. It's very, very. I'm okay with that. But if you tell me that APC is not the same with other parties, although APC has a very unique criminal structure. Every other parties have criminal structures or are wishing to have the kind of sophisticated criminal structure like that of the APC. They are just praying they have it. Just that they are not in that position to do so. So as you look at it, it is critical. That 2027 is going to be very, very interesting. A lot of politicking will be happening as they come APC, as they come inside APC. That's what they go scatter. I assure you that. As other people they join APC, the same way they join, the downfall of APC, you know, will get part two. You know, will get part two. But after Tinubu's 8 years, may God help Nigeria.